Praise the Lord, this is Sharon Suzannah here to tell David and Goliath's story from Bible. Saul was the first king of Israel. God was not pleased with Saul as he was very disobedient to God. God told the prophet Samuel to anoint a small shepherd boy as the king. Prophet Samuel went to Bethlehem to meet David's father Jesse. When he went to Bethlehem, there he saw Jesse and his 7 sons standing beside him. They were looking very strong, healthy and handsome. God told, "These are not the ones to be chosen as the king. I don't look at the outer appearance but the inner heart." David was to be called to Samuel. As soon as David came, God's voice came into prophet Samuel's mind that this is the man to be chosen as the king of Israel. So prophet Samuel anointed David as the king of Israel. One day, Philistines came to attack the Israelites. Among these, there was a giant called Goliath. He gave a challenge to Israelites: "Is anybody there to fight against me?" One day, when David was going to give food to his brothers, they were running. He asked, What happened? Why are you running?" Then their brothers told, "There's a giant called Goliath who is trying to attack the Israelites." Then David told, "No worry, I will fight against him because God is with me." The brothers shouted, "No, you are just a kid. Don't stay here. Go away." That night, David went to King Saul and told, "Your Majesty, do not be afraid of that giant. I will go and fight against him." Saul was amazed. "You little boy will go and fight against a giant?" "Yes, God helped me to fight against the beast too." Next morning, Saul called David to his kingdom and gave his own bronze helmet, a sword, and a heavy coat too. David told, "It's too heavy. I don't need one of these because my God is with me." So David took 5 pebbles, a shepherd's stick, and a leather sling. Then David went to fight against Goliath. Goliath gave a challenge: "If you defeat against me, then we will be slaves to you. If I win over you, then you should be slaves to us." David said confidently, "I will fight against you." And Goliath said, "What is that shepherd's stick in your hand? Am I looking like a dog to you? I'll make your bones into dust and you into pieces and give it to the birds to eat." Then David said, "You're coming with a sword, but I'm coming in the name of our Lord. My Lord will give me victory. He will fight for me." David took one of his pebbles and kept it in a leather sling and targeted it over Goliath's forehead. Goliath fell down. Then David ran up, took Goliath's big sword and killed him with it. Then the Philistines fled in terror and ran away from there. The Philistines' champion is dead. Israelites shouted and started praising David. The great lesson we learn from the story is think bigger than fears. Nothing is impossible if God is in our heart. David did not look at his size, but he believed in God, and through his courage he could fight against the giant though he was a small boy. Prayer: Lord, give us the same courage which you have given to David in our daily lives to fight against Satan. Amen.